Hello everyone, Teacher Sarah here. We've been talking a lot about the armor of God and how we can use those pieces of armor to help us grow in our relationship with Jesus. We can also use it as a tool for protection. Another way to think of the armor is as a uniform. Have you ever seen somebody wearing a really neat looking uniform? Many people wear uniforms or use special equipment in their jobs. What about an astronaut's uniform, the spacesuit? The astronaut has a helmet, special clothing, gloves, and even special shoes. The suit protects the astronaut, but it also gives him or her the tools he or she will need if they go outside the spaceship. The armor of God is kind of like that too. It protects us, but it also equips us for what we might face each day. God provides everyone who has trusted Him with a uniform and indestructible armor to protect against the attacks of the enemy. That is the armor of God that David talked about in Ephesians chapter 6, verse 11. We can't actually see the armor, and we don't walk around like an astronaut or a knight or a character from a video game, but we can feel the armor when we put it on, and we know it's there. I would like to share an experiment with you that I did with white flowers and colored water to demonstrate how wearing the armor of God changes us. The colored water represents the pieces of armor we intentionally put on every day. And the white flowers, those represent us. Let's see what happens to the flowers when they absorb the colored water. Did you see how the flowers changed and got darker as they were in the colored water longer? Isn't that amazing? Does anyone notice something different about one of the flowers? This flower was in plain water, no color was added, and it stayed the same. In this same way, when we do not wear our armor, we do not grow in our relationship with Jesus. We do not have the tools we need each day, and we don't have the same protection from the enemy. In Ephesians chapter 6, verse 11, David tells us to wear the full armor of God. Wear God's armor so that you can fight against the devil's tricks. We need to build the habit of putting on our armor every day. After I did my flower experiment, I left the flowers in the water for one more day, and something strange happened. When you see what's different, shout out, "I see it!" Did you see what happened? The flower without colored water wilted way before the other flowers. What might that tell us? When this happened, it made me think that not only do we need to wear the armor to grow in our relationship with Jesus, but we need to remember that wearing the armor of God protects us. Have you struggled with being truthful? Do you have trouble doing the right things? Are you prepared to share the gospel of Jesus Christ with others? If you're going to stand against the enemy, you must gear up. It is a choice to gear up and stand up each day wearing the armor of God. If you choose to put on the armor of God, give yourself a reminder each day so you will wear it intentionally. Think about how you might build a habit of putting on your armor every day. I had so much fun learning about the armor of God and watching the flowers change colors. If you would like to try this yourself, ask your parents for help and gather the supplies. You will need clear cups of water and food coloring. You can use more than one color if you'd like. You also need white flowers or very light colored flowers. If you don't have any flowers, celery will work, but use dark food coloring so you can see the colors better. To make the colors change more quickly, trim off the bottoms of your flowers or your celery stalks. Put the flowers in the colored water, then sit back and watch what happens. I am so glad you spent some time with Kids Gang today, and I do hope you will spend some more time thinking about how you can put on your armor of God every day. Remember, you can go back to Ephesians chapter 6 to review the lesson about the armor of God. I hope to see all of you very soon, and may God continue to bless you and your family.